Hey, it's Alicia with Successfilled. I'm so glad you're here. Have you ever felt that heavy feeling of being overwhelmed? Feeling overwhelmed can shut you down, making it hard to keep going. There are effective ways to calm those feelings of overwhelm. And I'm going to show you a quick, easy, and effective way to relieve overwhelm now. So, what is this overwhelm buster? It's through diaphragmatic breathing or deep belly breathing, or some people call it, stomach breathing. So yes, really deep breathing. And here's why. There's a physiological reason for this. By doing deep breathing, you activate your vagus nerve. So there is a real reason in your body that this changes by, basically by deep breathing. Okay. So what it does is by activating your vagus nerve, which is this really, really long nerve in your body, you shift your body from fight or flight mode, which is what you're in when you're feeling overwhelmed, and into rest or digest mode, which is a calm state. So you actually use your body's natural relaxation system when you breathe deeply from your stomach instead of from your chest. And now that you know why this is effective, this is what you do. All right. I'm going to tell you what to do to practice to make sure you're breathing from your stomach or your diaphragm instead of from your chest. And we often breathe more shallowly and from our chest. So that's how most of us breathe, just because we were never really taught to breathe differently, and that's just the natural way that we breathe. So just note that this isn't, this is just a slight change. And some people, you might even be already a deep breather, and then you're good to go. Just make sure you're doing this. But actually, even if you are a deep breather, I'll tell you in a minute, like the count to use to help you do this. Okay. So even if you are already ahead of the game, just no worries, hold tight, and going to tell you a little bit how to do it more effectively. Okay. And please note, when you are using deep breathing in your daily life, you might be standing up when you want to use it. So we're just going to be sitting down in this exercise because it's just a good way to practice it, and you can really focus. But it's equally effective either way, regardless of whether you're standing or sitting. So please just know that. Okay. All right. To practice deep breathing, sit down in a comfortable spot wherever you like. Put one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach. All right. Now breathe just like normally how you would. Okay. So that's what you're going to do first, to kind of see what you just normally do when you breathe. Okay. So unless you're someone who regularly breathes deeply, like I mentioned before, you're likely breathing more shallowly from your chest. So you're likely breathing more from your chest, and that's a more shallow way of breathing. Notice how each of your hands moves up and down. So, how much are they going, like away from your body, kind of thing. Um, so the hand on your chest in this regular breathing part will likely move a little bit more than the one in your stomach. That's natural. Okay, now, so you've seen now what it's like to just breathe naturally. Okay, so next, breathe in to a count of 4 and try to make the hand on your stomach move more than the hand on your chest. They're both going to move, but just try to make the one on your stomach, move out a little bit more than it did before. Okay. And this might seem a bit unnatural at first, but practicing will help it feel more natural. Okay. So you breathe in to a count of 4. Okay. So, count, literally go 1, 2, 3, 4, in your head as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out to a count of 6. And that emphasis on the longer exhale actually helps you activate your vagus nerve in the best way. Okay. So there you go. So you breathe in to a count of 4. And try to make sure your belly is going out, your stomach, your belly is going out further than your chest is. And then you exhale or breathe out for a count of 6. Okay. So that's the in and out part. Now repeat this process 6 to 12 times. And that's about 1 to 2 minutes because one breathing cycle is 10 seconds long. So if you go 4 seconds in plus 6 seconds out, 4 plus 6 equals 10, right? So that's why you do it 6 to 12 times. So that makes the 1 to 2 minutes. And so there you go. There you go for that part of it. Now, to tell you another bonus of this breathing method. So, it's a great way to activate your vagus nerve to initiate that rest and digest and to bring you out of fight and flight when you're in overwhelm. So to calm you down, it literally uses your body's natural mechanism to do that. Okay. And so this one other bonus of this breathing method is that it slows your respiratory rate to 6 breaths per minute, which has been connected to high heart rate variability. And when you have high heart rate variability, what that is, it's an indication of greater resiliency. And what I mean by that is that it helps you be able to bounce back more quickly when stressed. And you might have noticed this either with yourself or with someone else, where sometimes when people get stressed, they're able to just like bring it back and bring it back more quickly. And deep breathing helps you develop that. So this high heart rate variability. So it's an indication of greater resiliency to help you bounce back more quickly when stressed. Okay, so that's another benefit. And another bonus is that deep breathing helps you oxygenate the blood. And when you oxygenate the blood, it does a lot of positives. Obviously, when you breathe in, if you stop breathing, you're not going to exist very long, right? So anyway, so obviously, my point is obviously it gives you, it does positive things for you. But 2 things that I want to mention in particular is that it gives you more energy and it helps support your immune system. So those are 2 other, cool bonuses, right? And also the active counting. So doing that 4 counts in, 6 counts out, it helps serve as a pattern interrupter. And that helps stop those thoughts that lead to your feelings of overwhelm. So it's your thoughts about something that lead to your feelings. So that's another benefit. All right. And here are a couple of tips when you're using it. So after you've practiced deep breathing with your hand placements, and you no longer have to use them. If you want to, feel free, right? But you don't have to anymore. And those are just to help you notice the difference between how you're breathing now and deep belly breathing in case you are not already doing that. Okay. And the thing is, if you are in front of people, you're probably going to not want to use your hands because then it will be very obvious that you're using it, deep breathing in front of them, because you might want to use it during a challenging conversation. That's a pretty common one. You might be, faced with something that is, just kind of daunting and makes you feel overwhelmed, whatever it is. If you don't use your hands, because you've already practiced, then no one else, you can do it in front of people. And it's one of the brilliant, beautiful things of deep breathing. And it's just so incredibly effective. Okay. If you do it correctly, right? So just practice and you'll notice, right? The more you practice it, you'll see how effective it is. Okay. And then if by any chance someone does notice that you're doing deep breathing for whatever reason, you can just say that you're practicing your yoga breathing, which is true. Or, if you do yoga, that is, or even if it's not, they don't have to know that, right? You could say you're practicing yoga breathing, or that that deep breathing helps give you more energy and supports your immune system, anything like that. So it's no one else's business what you're doing. But if for some reason somebody says something to you, you can use those things, if you so choose, right? It's really nobody's business. That's just if you want to, there are some examples of what you can say. All right. You have a quick, easy, and effective way to calm overwhelm. You've so got this. If you'd like more help soothing overwhelm, check out my offers on successfilled.com. That's successfilled.com, or the word success and the word filled.com. Bye for now.